Welcome to the WCG for semi-final one of the 2019 Australian ADT20 Big Bash, which sees the tournament hosts and pre-tournament favourites Wed Up taking on this year's surprise packet, the Six Offenders. Wed Up breezed through to the semi-finals with a 100% record to top Group A, while the Six Offenders had to do things the hard way in Group B, leaving it to the penultimate ball of the group stage, sneaking through in second spot at the expense of last year's defending champions to book a second successive finals appearance. So as we take a look at two key men who very well might have the major say in how this semi-final pans out, Matt White, who has been brilliant with the bat here for Wed Up, has made 52 runs in the tournament so far with a highest score of 28 not out, and has also picked up the 3 wickets with the ball to be the standout player so far in the tournament. Tony Ibrahim has played a big part in getting the Six Offenders to the semi-finals, averaging 14.5 with the bat so far in the tournament and also picking up the 3 wickets. Wed Up have won the toss and have elected to bat first. So it will be the Wed Up skipper Matt White who will get this semi-final underway with the blade, averaging 52 with the bat so far in the tournament. Be looking to carry that form into this do or die clash. So it'll be skipper v skipper to get this semi-final underway. It'll be Nathan Hancock into Matt White. In there, it's a short delivery and Matt White sways out of the way but well. Clear early message to the Wed Up skipper. Six Offenders are up for the challenge. Hancock to continue to White in the opening over. In now, it's another good delivery that goes across White. But White plays that on the fence. And he scrambles through for a single, but he took the last part of this pretty lackadaisical, and as you can see, he would have been out. He lives to fight another day. What a moment that would have been for the Six Offenders to begin this semi-final, as Hancock bowls again to White, and this one's another brilliant delivery there from Hancock, bang on the money, and White can only defend on the offside. So a disciplined start with the ball here for the Six Offenders. Hancock will continue to White over the wicket. In now, it's a full delivery, and there's a massive appeal here from the Six Offenders. They are pleading with the umpire, and their prayers go unanswered. It was a full delivery here from Hancock. Oh, and it does catch the edge of the bat. It hits the ground afterwards. So the final ball of what's been a brilliant opening over here from Hancock. As he's in now to White, it's another good length delivery, and it hits White on the hip, and he'll scamper through for a leg bite to end the over. No wicket for 3. It'll be Daniel Hancock to bowl around the wicket here to White, and it's a short delivery which loops up at White, and he can't get it past Nathan Hancock there at cover. Positive signs here for the Six Offenders. They've managed to contain White so far. As Hancock is in again, it's another short delivery, and White has blasted this on the leg side, but it's well fielded there by Tony Ibrahim at mid-wicket. Probably didn't know too much about it, the ball was travelling, but unlike the last match, he gets his body behind it and keeps it to 1. Wed Up no wicket for 4 into the second over. As Hancock will continue around the wicket. It's another short delivery, and this time White is able to get this away to the boundary. Daniel Hancock got away with the previous 2 short ones, but not this time. No wicket for 8 into the second over. As it'll be Hancock to bowl again to White. It's a good length delivery which hits White on the body, and he scampered through for a leg bye. They've been pretty consistent so far in this semi-final, the Six Offenders. White just hasn't been able to get away from him at this point. This will be the final ball of the second over. And now this is a full delivery, and White's able to get this through cover for a much needed boundary. Hancock over pitches, and White dispatches it. No wicket for 13. So it'll be Tony Ibrahim to bowl the third over of the innings. As he's in now to White, and White advances. It's a short delivery there from Ibrahim. And White has thrashed this through the point region for 6. Ibrahim is under the pump early in his over. Ibrahim will continue over the wicket here to White. As he's in now, this one's a fuller delivery, but White has smoked this down the ground back past him, and that's another maximum. The floodgates are beginning to open here for White. Wed Up no wicket for 25. So after a conservative start here from White, he's beginning to pick up the pace. As Ibrahim is into him again, it's a full toss, and White's able to get this through mid-wicket for yet another boundary. 16 off the over so far. This is a big one for Wed Up. Ibrahim has no answers at the moment, as he'll continue to White over the wicket. This one's a full delivery, And this one must have narrowly missed the off stump. It's a play and a miss from White, but he survives. So the final ball of the third over. Went up, no wicket for 29, as Ibrahim is in again to White, and I think he's hit this over the house. He has. They've finally got their man. White has to go for another well-made 26. Went up 1 for 29 with an over to go. So it'll be Gavin Merrifield to make his way to the crease at number 2 for Wed Up. Was dismissed for a golden duck with his last stick against 2 inches short of a length in the group stage. We're looking to improve on that. So it'll be the skipper Nathan Hancock who will bowl the final over of the innings, as he's in now to Gavin Merrifield, and he begins with a wide. So that ticks Wed Up into the 30s. 1 for 30 into the final over. So the 6 offenders will have another significant chase on their hands in this one, as Hancock will continue over the wicket here to Merrifield, and it's a good delivery which leaves Merrifield, and it catches the edge, and that's a second wicket down for Wed Up. Merrifield goes for consecutive ducks. 2 for 30. So it'll be Michael Johnson, the final batsman to walk out for Wed Up. Was dismissed for 4 with his last outing with the stick. He's got 4 deliveries left in the innings to add to Wed Up's score. So Wed Up 2 for 30 in the final over. It'll be Nathan Hancock to bowl to Michael Johnson now. It's a short of a leg delivery which he can only pop up on the offside. And Daniel Hancock takes a simple catch to end the innings. Michael Johnson dismissed for a golden duck. The men in yellow will need 31 again. So a brilliant start and finish with the ball for the 6 offenders. Sees them bowl Wed Up out in the final over of this first semi-final for 30. And they'll be reasonably happy with that after White looked like he was taking the match away from them. White made 26 or 15 deliveries. Nathan Hancock finishing with 2 for 4 with the ball. And if the 6 offenders can replicate their run chase against 60 grit, they will qualify for their first grand final. It's 31 to get for the men in yellow. So it'll be Daniel Hancock to get this run chase underway once again for the 6 offenders. Made a runner ball 9 against 60 grit in their last match. Can he get his side off to the ideal start? So it'll be Michael Johnson to bowl around the wicket for the first over of the innings. In now to full toss to Daniel Hancock, and he tucks this on the leg side to the fence. And he's off the mark with a single. Good positive start there from the youngster. Can he step up for his side? Johnson to go back over the wicket here in the opening over. In now to short delivery, and that has gone down the leg side, has it? No, it hasn't been called a wide. Well, the umpire's decided this has gone over the leg stump. Well, that's a tight call. No wicket for 1 in the run chase. Michael Johnson will continue to Daniel Hancock, and it's a full delivery, and it's a wild swing and a miss there from Hancock. It's a precious dot ball there for Wed Up. So it's 30 to get off 17 deliveries for the men in yellow. Still plenty of time in this innings. Hancock can take a leaf out of White's book and just build an innings. So Johnson is in again to Hancock in the opening over. He hits this on the leg side to Merrifield, and he scampers through for a quick single, and he gets there comfortably in the end as Merrifield fumbles. So a good busy start here from the youngster. Can he go on with it and be the hero for his side in this semi-final? It'll be a first grand final berth for the 6 offenders if they can qualify. Here's Michael Johnson will go over the wicket here again to Daniel Hancock, and Johnson beats him outside the off stump with an absolute beauty. Good way to end the opening over for Wed Up. No wicket for 2. So it'll be Matt White to bowl the second over of the innings. As he's in now to Hancock, it's a wide full toss, and Hancock blasts this over the fence, and that's the first wicket down for the 6 offenders. Hancock departs for another score in single figures, 1 for 2. So it'll be Tony Ibrahim, the match 12 hero, to walk out at number 2 for his side. Made 14 off 8 deliveries to get his side through to this semi-final, and he needs a similar contribution in this one. So it'll be White to steam into Ibrahim for his first delivery. In now, and it's a play and a miss there from Ibrahim. And there is an appeal here from the Wed Up fieldsman. The umpire says not out. Oh, there is a sound when it passes the bat, you know. Might have got away with one. So a reprieve there for Ibrahim. As White will continue over the wicket to him now. It's a full delivery, and there's no reprieve for Ibrahim on this occasion, as White crashes into his stumps. And that's the second wicket down for the 6 offenders. who are in all sorts of trouble in this semi-final. So there will be no repeat heroics from Tony Ibrahim in this one. So that means the responsibility falls all on the young shoulders of the six offender skipper Nathan Hancock, if they're to cause an upset in semi-final one. So it's Matt White looking to finish the job here as he's into the six offender skipper. In now to good length delivery, and Hancock is in behind it well and defends. The six offenders 2 for 2 in this semi-final and are in all sorts of trouble as we've just been treated to a bit of razzle-dazzle there from Johnson. So White is into Hancock over the wicket for the final ball of the second over. As he's in now and Hancock leaves that alone outside the off stump. 29 of 10 deliveries here for the six offenders. As Merrifield will bowl around the wicket to Hancock. And that's it, the match is over. Merrifield goes straight through Hancock as Wedup have crushed the six offenders in semi-final one to move through to their second grand final. So the tournament favourites far too strong here for the six offenders as they march into the 2019 Australian ADT20 Big Bash Grand Final with a crushing 28-run win, and they now stand just one win away from collecting their first ever title. They await the winner of semi-final 2 as Young Money, Cash Money and 2 inches short of a length fight it out to make their first ever grand final.